Now, the great surprise, of course, is that Ellis is one of my heroes, and I know he's the hero of Brian Akers, who speaks the first Sunday of every month, and he's the young adult that represents the up-and-coming idea of this philosophy. Would you please make welcome Brian Akers? He's got a message for you.
It's so funny because we watched that video in the first service, and then I made a comment about Ellis, and then demonstration. So good morning. Sweet. So at first it's going to sound like I'm not talking about what I'm supposed to be talking about, but eventually it will. One of the things I want to talk to you guys about, okay, I like calling people out, because what happens when you call somebody out? They call you out. They call you out. So, and I enjoy that, because I like to be called out. So I'm going to invite you to be brave this morning, which is not going to really be that brave, because you're going to see an ocean of hands. But to raise your hand if you've ever at any point in your life thought about, considered, tried to, or known someone who has made an attempt to lose weight. Exactly. Now, here's the funny thing about it. Like, you guys have probably heard all the different programs, right? Like, they've got, I love that they have the low-carb diet, and then they have the South Beach diet, which is the low-carb diet with a 10 times cooler name. They've got Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig and so on. And the list is just huge. And what's really amazing about all these weight loss programs is that every single one of them works. People are like, I know. Every single one of those programs has been trialed and tested and repeatedly, time and time again, has lost people like mad weight. And so it's funny because some people know this, some people don't know this, that I'm a training mixed martial artist, and we have a nutritionist in our gym. And he's a scientist when it comes to nutrition. And so he'll put some of us on a program, and he'll know exactly what the timetable is, how much weight we're supposed to lose, what our body fat percentage is supposed to become, all that kind of stuff. And so sometimes a guy will come in 2, 3, 4 weeks later, and he's not where he needs to be. And he says that he has the same line for all of them because they all seem to say the same thing, which is, it's not working. And what he says is, no, the program's working. You're not working. He says, there's nothing wrong with the program. The program is not broken. He says, I went to school. I've got a degree. I've studied all this stuff. Hundreds and hundreds of people have studied it, done it, succeeded in it, made it happen. This is a real deal. So the program works. And so the reason I'm bringing this up to you guys today is because it's something that clearly all of us can identify with. And did you know that all of you are on a diet? See, words have power that we assign to them. A diet is simply the measurement of what you take in on a daily basis. That's your diet. So whether you're conscious and paying attention to what your diet is or not, you are on a diet. Everybody is on a diet. And the reason I bring this up is because when we practice our spirituality, we are practicing a soul food diet. When we are practicing our spirituality, we are delivering unto ourselves and receiving unto ourselves that which nourishes our soul based upon that which we call forth into our life. And so the question is, we're all on this diet. We're all on this diet. Remember, this spiritual diet, this soul food diet, is something that is being fed at all times, whether we are choosing to be conscious of it or not. So it's just like that food diet. Every day everybody's eating, we're still here. Everybody's putting food in their mouth, everybody's getting nourishment, everybody's still eating. The question is, who are the people that are out there weighing, measuring, keeping track, logging, all of the that comes with a diet? And so when I was thinking about this concept and I was applying it to my spirituality and to my soul food, what I realized was that constantly I am gorging. But what am I gorging on? See, the buffet of life is in front of you at all times. And at any time, you can choose to reach into the giant bucket the giant, just huge vat of lack that is available to you at any time. You can choose to fill your plate with sadness that is always available to you. The question is, when you pull out your plate and you get ready to feed your soul, what are you putting on it? See, this center and these people like Dr. Jim, people like Ellis, people like maybe me, are around to remind you that while there is this buffet of food for your soul, that if you stop and choose to be conscious of what you're feeding it, you can have a healthier, slimmer, better, for only $9.95 a month, you. So today, now I came up with 3 things. This is what's great about it. When you're on a diet, it's easy because someone hands you a book or hands you a sheet of paper or hands you something, a website, a card, something that says, okay, you want to be on a diet to get this effect. You want to be from X amount of pounds to Y amount of pounds. Here's how you do it, right? Every diet comes with the steps and the whole 9 yards. Well, guess what? There are similar tools that you can create a list of that you can begin to practice in order to change your spiritual behavior in order to have the slimmer, better, awesome you. So what I'm going to do, I came up with 3 things that I put on the diet of the first service, and I'm going to pick 3 different ones. The list of things that you can apply yourself to in your spirituality is off the charts. Off the charts. Let's some of the things that we do in this teaching. We pray. We do affirmations. We meditate. Some of us do. I'm trying. It's hard to be quiet. We ask others to pray with and for us. We come here to this center, to this community, to share one another, to share this service every week. So the opportunity to improve the nutrition in your spiritual diet is available at all times in every moment. So I'm going to put 3 things on your plate, and we're just going to kind of run with that. So the first thing that I'm going to invite you guys to do every day is that when you wake up is to stop everything that you're doing and just think of 5 people, places, or things that you appreciate. And take a moment to just acknowledge how much you appreciate them. In your own mind, literally, I'm going to do it right now. This is how long it takes. There you go. Easy, right? Easy. So that's one. The next thing I'm going to invite you guys to do is to hug somebody every day. That's my favorite. I love hugs. I love after the service. You know who you are. And the third thing is to find someone in your life that you haven't spoken to a lot, and tell them something about them that you know is great. To just find somebody, like to tell Ellis how amazing and inspiring his voice is. To tell Jim how powerful his speaking is. Because as you begin to apply these things, you begin to change your behavior. And remember, the proof is in the pudding. The system itself works. This is real. This is something that actually creates changes. And you're proving it right now by being here. So it's not enough to just know that the diet exists. It's not enough to just know that there is peace. It's not enough to just know that there is love available at all times. It is our responsibility, in order to stay healthy and on our spiritual diet, to be peace, to be love. Thank you.
Great job. Brian Akers. Woo-hoo.